as I mentioned in the beginning of the Mass, that today's readings are, particularly for me, challenging. Because they're asking for more than I'm used to. I'm used to being comfortable with Jesus. He's my homeboy. Just like he was a homeboy for his native people. Imagine Mary, who lived in Nazareth, who was pregnant, walking around the town telling her people that she saw the angel. She gave birth to the Son of God. Of course, all the neighbors knew that. She shared the stories of how he was growing up in their household. Joseph was a carpenter, just like many men in his town. And then this great Son of God, named Jesus, goes to college. They're sending him to study to become a rabbi, so he can interpret the scripture. He can proclaim God's kingdom. He can talk about God's salvation, God's love, but for them only. They don't want salvation, God's love, to be spread somewhere else. They want it to happen only in Nazareth, only in this particular place. So imagine how pissed off they are when they hear from Jesus the story of the widow from somewhere else, a leper from another town. We know the stories of thieves, prostitutes, foreigners. God's message is also for them. God's love is also for them. Speaking in the language of today, it sounds to me that they sent Jesus to the wrong college. Instead of getting masters in Scripture, interpreting the Jewish law, he came back with the masters in Scripture, masters in social justice, human services, social work. He's all weird. He is not what they're expecting him to be. I remember my own story. 2002, when I announced to my parents that I'm leaving Poland. I said, I'm packing my luggage, I just transfer my credits, I'm going to study in the United States of America. Shocker. Don't leave. You gotta stay here. We don't want you to be exposed to the Western culture. We don't want you to become, like Americans. We want you to be a good Catholic Polish boy. They tried to convince me, and they even got me, I was accepted to another seminary but they wanted me to go to, and I said, no, I think I want to study in the United States. And so I left. So imagine every time I come back, being influenced by the American culture, exposed to all the goods and bads that are going on here. So it's good I go back there like once in 3 years. Okay, it's a safe trip for 2 weeks. But something similar happened to Jesus. He was coming back to his town, changed. He was coming back to his town with a new experience, new vision, opened to all. At the same time, challenging his own town, his own people. Talking about challenge, the letter that Dana read about love. We can possess anything. We can be good looking, smart. We can have all the knowledge, beautiful cars, beautiful houses. We can be wonderful. But if we don't have love, simple love, we are nothing. If I don't have love, I am nothing. If you don't have love, and it's a challenge from Jesus, it's not me speaking, so sorry, you have nothing, or you are nothing. It is a challenge from Jesus. Jesus is not to comfort us all the time. Or maybe I should say it differently. Jesus is comforting us in a different way, the way that we are not used to. He's comforting us by challenging us constantly, challenging our love, our intentions, of what we do, how we act. Are we just full of words, or are there actions that follow our words? So, the true love is not a church of people smiling at each other and being nice to each other, although it is love. But true love is fighting for something greater. True love is fighting for good cause. True love is fighting for challenging issues, the ones that make you uncomfortable at this point. Think of an issue that makes you uncomfortable, that you hate hearing on the news, that you don't feel comfortable with. This is true love. Believe it or not, this is true love. This is worth fighting for. So what's so challenging for us in Jesus' message today? In Paul's letter about love? Who challenges my love? Whom I can't love. Not why, but whom I can't love. Who makes me angry? Who makes me jealous? Of whom I see as a person of small mind, whom I cannot still accept. They are about to challenge me. I should scream it. They're about to challenge me. My love? Am I afraid to be challenged? He wasn't. He walked in the midst of them with the message, still the same message, not afraid. What am I afraid of? Am I afraid to love?